Good morning, this is Bonsai Anonymous, and we are going to today paint the inside of this again with some of this satanite. I think I have just about enough to do that. But before we do that, I want to show you something that I did yesterday and tell you about it just slightly because I did it in another video. This is silicone mold making rubber, and what I did with it was to make a mold for these feet that I'm making to put under bonsai pots to keep them off the table. Okay, so there's 5 of them here, and yesterday, I think it was yesterday that I poured this. When I poured it, well, how you do it is you just put these flat on a plastic surface and then pour the rubber over them. And by the time I got to that line, I realized I did not have enough. Did not have enough stuff to cover them. And I had run out, so I mixed up some from another company and put it on top to cover it up, thinking that, of course, this is going to not work. And it sort of worked. Here's what happened. This stuff on the bottom is hardly sticky at all. Okay, this is stickier. Can you see that? And I don't know why that is. I think I probably didn't mix it up enough or have quite the right proportions, but it didn't really matter because I was able to quite easily get the little paws out of here yesterday. So I thought I would show you that. It's easy. It's easy. And what I don't know how to do yet is make a mold for a pot that has an inside. I'm sure I could make a mold for the outside of it, but I need the inside to be there too when I take it out of the mold. So that's something I'm going to have to study on a little. But it appears that you can use regular old silicone caulk to do this with at about 1/10 of the cost maybe. So that's going to be, I'm going to explore that with some soapy water and some, what is it? Baking soda, I think is what the other is. And so stay tuned, because I'm going to try to make a mold for a pot, because I have molds for pots that are about maybe 5 inches across, and maybe a little more, maybe 6 or 7 inches across. But what I want to do is make a deeper one that's bigger, and maybe not round, the ones I have are round. Okay, so enough of that. So here we go. This is the satanite, and just as they said in the video, it's probably going to crack, and but not to fear, because once you repair it, which I'm going to do today, I hope, it will work fine. So bye-bye satanite. So what I found, what it says on the package is, you can see it, 50-50 mix ratio, 1 cup water to 1 cup satanite. And when you do that, what you get is, I don't know, very, very liquid tomato soup texture. And I couldn't see how I could get that to adhere to the pot, the chimenea. And now I'm looking at the chimenea, I'm seeing that perhaps that produced more cracks, the fact that this was thicker, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to make it slightly thinner this time. And I have to be careful because this is all the satanite I have. If I make this too thin, it will just be that soup again. So let's see what we get here. Okay, so just to show you, that was just a little bit of water, maybe a 1/2 cup. And that's almost going to do it. Maybe it will do it. It's inconceivable that I could have gotten the right amount first try. Okay, so there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in here and smear it over the top of where the cracks are, mainly where the cracks are. I don't know, I have enough to really do the whole thing. There's some cracks. And mainly the bottom I want to do. Mainly the bottom. I thought of just making it really liquid and then just pouring it in there. But regardless of how I do this, this is the end of it, because this is all of this I have. So it turns out there's quite a bit in there. Okay, so I'm just going to keep smearing here. So get it all smeared up. So, rubbing it up the wall, smearing it up the wall, because this doesn't have to be too thick, I don't think, to do this. Maybe it's better if it isn't. So, this means that there'll be another day yet at least where I can burn any wood in here. I don't want to blow it too badly. Okay, so it appears that the satanite, there's nice holes in gloves when you smear it hard, and that's what I just did. Okay, so that's pretty much it right there. I don't think I have any more, and that's where we're going to leave it. I'm not going to do much more than that. And I don't know if you can see in there. We'll move it so you can see it a little better. Okay, so maybe you can see in there now. It's much smoother. Of course, it was smooth yesterday when or the other day when I put it in. It's just that. Okay, so the rest of this. I have an idea of what to do with the rest of this that I'm just going to try. And, I made these okay. So I'm trying to kind of paint over where I screwed up. And I'm trying to do it. Okay, let me explain what I'm doing. When I painted these little curlicues, which you can't see, they're up on the top there. These curlicues, I messed them up, and so I'm trying to put some gray over the top of the mess ups. But that's not really. That's just making the mess up another mess up. All right, enough. Before I get any more concrete on my phone, this is Bonsai Anonymous, Mr. Chimenea. Out. Let's just show you in there while we're here. Okay. Bye bye.